Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Getting ready to go live here in Eunice at Joe Langston Gymnasium.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
1, 2, 3, and 4.
We're testing mics. For those of you tuning in, getting ready for the girls' game, we're about to start the warm-ups. If you don't know, now you know. The Eunice boys just beat Jal 48-47 in the semifinals of the Dexter tournament. So Eunice with the big win over top 10 ranked Jal on the road in Dexter tonight. So
congratulations to the boys there, huh?
Absolutely.
Congrats.
We'll test some mics, get some things going, and we'll be right back here in the next few minutes. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Eunice School Board member and my partner, Rosendo Caballero.
Hello this beautiful evening.
And then we've got, of course, our main man on the camera, Charlie Fairbrush. He went down for a snack or something. It's been the first game that we're back together in quite some time.
It's been a minute, man. I was starting to miss you.
Yeah.
Go figure, huh?
I don't know what was happening. You guys were abandoning me for a while. I didn't know what was going on.
Vacation, you know how that goes.
Yeah, the Lady Cardinals basketball is going to be brought to you tonight by Parker Energy Services, BTH Services and Rental, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. Tonight, Eunice actually plays their first home game of the season as the Lady Cardinals are hosting the Tularosa Lady Cats here in historic Joe Langston Gymnasium. If records and prior opponents, rankings, all of that have any weight on tonight's game. This has all the ingredients of a good one. For Eunice, they come into tonight's game after winning the Jow Invitational Basketball Tournament just 1 week ago. A tournament that saw the Lady Cards pick up 3 consecutive wins. They beat Hobbs JV on Thursday, 56-32. They next took down District 4 2A foe Loving, 44-27. And in the co-main event of the tournament, the Lady Cards took down tournament host Jow, 41-29. For the season, the Lady Cards entered tonight's game 6-5. They have wins over Ruidoso, Rawls, Texas, Seagraves, Texas, Loving, Jow, and Hobbs JV. Eunice losses have come to 4A powerhouse Lovington, Texas top 20 undefeated Klondike, 1A number 1 Melrose, Seminole, Texas, and an unfortunate, unexpected loss to Dora. This Eunice team has seen some great performances by players like Jasmine Martinez, Kenna McBee, Alondra Maureen, Sam Allen, and even Aubrey Haller, who's recently back from injury, has played well the last few games as she came back. At least one of those young ladies has stepped up and showed out in almost every game this season. However, there is no doubt this team is led by the dynamic duo of sophomores Alina Rodriguez and junior Chloe Jones. Rodriguez is arguably the greatest shooter in Eunice girls basketball history. She is long, she's left-handed, and did I mention she can shoot the basketball. She handles the ball well and just as great and has just as great a basketball IQ. Oh yeah, and she can shoot it. 92 three-pointers on the season. 92 three-pointers. I can hear Billy talking in my ears. We got the mayor up here. He's getting him some TV time.
What's a shout out?
92 three-pointers in her very young career so far. That's amazing. She's averaging over 14 points per game on the year. And so anyway, she's had a heck of a season, a heck of a career so far as only a sophomore. For Chloe Jones, she's quick as a cat. She flies around the court. Speed and athleticism is kind of her forte. She's like a fancy sports car. She has just an extra gear that most kids just don't have. She uses that speed and quickness on offense and defense. She's led this team in steals and assists for 3 seasons. Her scoring is up this year to nearly 13 points per game, and she's been fun to watch.
Speed kills, Mr. Jones. Speed kills.
That's exactly right. Tularosa comes in with a record of 6-7. The Lady Wildcats have wins over Hot Springs twice, Cobre, Ruidoso, Jow, and Socorro. Their losses came to Sandia Prep, Magdalena, Texaco, Tehachapi, West Las Vegas, Santa Rosa, and Alamogordo. A lot of bigger schools there that I mentioned in that list. Several, as I said, against much bigger schools. And I will tell you this, every game they've played in this year, with the exception of the Tehachapi game, has been a very close, competitive game. So I do not believe the record is a clear reflection of how tough this team is. I was also told that several of their losses came while their top player was out due to injury, and they're expected to play her here tonight. So that's what I've been told. I don't even know who that player is. That's just what Chloe came home telling me. They're long, they're athletic. They're not a small team by any means of the imagination.
Oh, no.
Looking at some common opponents, both teams have faced Jow. Similar outcomes, similar scores. Both teams beat Ruidoso by 2 points. Very similar scores against those two common opponents. Eunice enters tonight's game ranked number 16 in the state. Tularosa is number 17. The unofficial coaches poll has Eunice at 15, Tularosa at 17. Eunice is averaging 37.8 points per game. Tularosa averages 38.2. Less than half a point separate these two teams for scoring in the entire season. Wow. So both teams are very close in just about every category you can measure. This game could likely be an important factor for both these teams determining who's going to state or where they end up seated if they make the state tournament later in the season. So, Rosendo, looks like we could have a battle here at Joe Langston Gymnasium. Your thoughts?
If we have a battle, we should come out on top, I hope. Coming back to my second game of the season, the first time we play in Eunice, like you said, hopefully the girls can relax here for a change. They didn't have to travel anywhere. They get to play on home court. We have a decent crowd here right now. Everybody's still showing up. And both teams kind of mirror each other. Yep. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be close.
You know, another interesting note, and you just mentioned it, they finally get to play here at home. This is our first home game of the year. We're in mid-January. There's like 4 weeks left of regular basketball, and we are all the way to the end of the season, and we ain't played one home game yet. I find that extremely strange. Every other team in Lee County has played multiple home games. Every other team in our district has played multiple home games. Our boys will not play one single home game until their district opener next week. That just seems extremely strange to me. Extremely strange scheduling. You can like it, you can dislike it. Tularosa, for example, has already played 7 or 8 home games.
And that can make a difference throughout your schedule, throughout the year.
Absolutely. It's definitely better to play at home. There's no doubt. Look historically at any school's record. You usually do better at home. If you don't play, I mean, we're already into district. And
this is the first
home game. And so to me, that's extremely strange. Like I said, to put that in perspective, Tularosa's played 7 home games already. Just odd. We've played more games in Jowl's gym this year than we've played in our own gym, and we're well over halfway through the season. A regular season, like I said, has about 4 weeks left. That's it, and then it's playoff time. Once again, I just think it's odd. For the longest, because basketball is the longest sports season of the NMAA sports, year.
Right.
It's the longest. We're 4 weeks from the end. We ain't played at home once. So I think we got to do a better job scheduling next year. That's my 2 cents. Another odd note is the schedule. Normally, teams play tough and challenging pre-conference schedules and then face district opponents a couple of days a week come district time through the end of the regular season. In fact, I saw the headlines on the Hobbs newspaper yesterday saying something about Hobbs wrapping up non-district play so that they could wind down the season and focus on district before going to the state tournament. That was the headline of the Hobbs paper. That's typically done to allow teams an opportunity to properly prepare for those district games. You want to go in and go through their offenses, their defenses, what they do, and have a couple of days to practice for each one of your teams that you're going to face.
Also, if you have a hurt player, that way they can recover that time.
Yes. So, anyway, those are things that you really want to do. This season, our girls' schedule, as well as our boys' schedule, has multiple non-district games added right in the mix of our district games. In fact, just about every week of district play, Eunice has a tough non-district opponent sandwiched in between 2 district opponents, including games against 4A Lovington. Would we play 4A Lovington in a football game on a Wednesday before we played Texaco on a Friday?
I would say no.
But for some reason, we've done that this year in this schedule. We've got number 1 ranked Melrose, whose only loss of the season is a fairly competitive game to Kirkland Central.
And we got to go play over there.
Yeah, well, and I'm not sure whether we go there. I think last year we went, so I think they come. But then we've got, top 10 ranked Dora. We've got top 10 ranked Fort Sumner, all mixed into our schedule this year. So just my opinion, kind of a strange schedule as well. It looks like we're getting ready to get started here, fairly close. Got about 4:20 on the clock. For Eunice, my keys to battle here, or keys to victory. They've got to win the turnover battle. In the games that we've had major success, our turnovers have been low. In games where we've struggled, we've turned it over a lot. When Chloe Jones and Jasmine Martinez and company get steals and can run, and we get turnovers and we win that turnover battle, we look really, really tough. When it's the other way around, not so tough. So we've got to win the plus minus in the turnover battle. 2, we've got to finish down low. We must make those easy shots down under the basket. We've got Alina Rodriguez on our team. a shooting machine. She is going to, because of her shooting ability, she's going to spread the floor for these other girls. And so we've got to have folks finish down low. We've got to put the ball in the basket when we get those easy chip shots. 3, we've got to play with some pace. We seem to play best when we keep things moving. We can slow things down occasionally to allow our offense to set up or get a breather, but transitioning creates open looks for our shooters, such as Alina, and opens the floor up for our driving lanes and helps us to have space. We can't make this a routine of letting the defense get back, set up, and be set waiting for us stationary as we walk the ball up the floor. I think we've got to get some pace. If you think Ralph Tasker, pace, 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 defense creates offense, those things help you. It spreads out the floor, all that. And lastly, 4 is foul trouble. We're not a very deep team this year. In fact, some games we're only playing like 6 girls. We can't get in foul trouble. Alina Rodriguez, as great a shooter she is, she's that good a fouler too. And she reaches and does some things that get her sitting on the bench. We got to have her on the floor. We got to have Chloe Jones on the floor. We got to have some of those kids that get in foul trouble. They've got to be on the floor. We got to stay out of foul trouble.
Yes. Those players you just mentioned set the pace and the tone of the team when they're out there.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of my pregame spiel. I've got a few other things here. Once again, we want to mention that our Eunice boys team took down top 10 ranked Jal just a few minutes before game time over in Dexter. They played in the Dexter tournament. Dexter live streams all their games through like a Dexter site that they have themselves, so we didn't get to go over and do those games. But anyway, big win for the Eunice boys.
And there's a good, strong win there towards the end because they were behind by a little bit.
Yeah, Jal went on a big run. At one point, they made 3 threes and got an and one in 4 consecutive trips up the floor. So yeah, great turnaround for the Cardinals. Some other talking points here that I wanted to mention. Got to give a shout out to my man Billy Blevins. I don't know what they ended up with today as far as points, but yesterday Billy had 31 points on 9 3-pointers over there against Hagerman in their first round win. I did some checking because we do a terrible job here in Eunice at keeping records for past performances. In fact, I just found out last week that from right here, Bruce Carver in Eunice he's number 5 all-time in scoring, all classes in New Mexico. He's number 5 on the all-time scoring list, ahead of any player from Hobbs, ahead of any player from almost every school in the state. We've got a guy from right here in Eunice that is number 5 on the all-time scoring list in Bruce Carver. I didn't know that. We don't display that anywhere. You walk into Hobbs, into Tasker Arena, you see names like Ronald Ross and all those records on the wall. We don't have any of that. We don't keep up with it. So I bet you most of this gym has no idea that a guy named Bruce Carver is number 5 all-time from Eunice. And the reason that I say that is because I was trying to figure out who has the 3-point record for Eunice in 3-pointers in a game. And I heard that Isaiah Nichols had 2 games where he had 10. They're getting ready to do the Pledge of Allegiance here and whatnot. So we'll send it over to the station for a quick word. We'll be right back to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Nomark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live at Joe Langston Gymnasium in Eunice. As your Eunice Cardinals, the Lady Cardinals, have their first home game of the year here as they will be facing Tularosa. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero, my man Charlie Fairbrush on the camera over there, and we're getting ready to get started here. They're doing the introductions at this time.
Like you were saying, it's going to be a tough game tonight. We're mirroring each other. Both teams are very competitive. And it's our first game at home, so that should make a big difference. That should help the Lady Cardinals come out victorious. I'm leaning that way.
Yeah, they're announcing both teams at this time. You know, that's something else that, you know, that I think we need to do a better job of is making these games an event, making them an activity that people in the community say, hey, man, there's a game going tonight. We need to get up there and see that. And it sounds like we got a little music playing on the intro here, and they are introducing the teams. So I am glad to see that. Something I'd like to see is the school song played at the beginning of games.
I would love that as well.
Get the kids to learn that and sing it, and the people in the bleachers. You know, Hobbs does it. We've done it down here. Used to do it all the time when I was in school. We had Matt Chaffin singing,
yes.
and so I'd like to see us do that. Had somebody send me a message and say, how can we do a better job of keeping records? We gotta keep them, and we gotta post them. I've got all the girls' records for probably the last 12 years, but I don't have anything before that. And I've asked the school; they don't have anything before that either. And so, you know, you got to start somewhere. I guarantee you I can call Coach Drew Reynolds, and he can tell me who has the most strikeouts in Eunice history. He can tell me who's got the greatest batting average in Eunice history. You can see those people ranked in the NMAA records. We just don't keep up with that stuff. And I'm not saying somebody don't have it. I'm sure somebody probably does have some of it, but then they set it aside and they leave and go somewhere else, and it just disappears. We've got to honor these folks. Like I said, I didn't know, and I'm a basketball junkie, I didn't know until last week that Bruce Carver was number 5 all-time in New Mexico scoring history. I had no idea. No idea.
And because of you, a lot of people going to know now.
Yeah. So you know.
Bring it to you right here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Alina Rodriguez, you know, I've mentioned her before numerous times in her shooting her three-point ability. I had somebody last year reach out to me and say, hey, I think so-and-so had more three-pointers than that, and they made more three-pointers. So I reached out to the News Sun. I got them to help me. You know, the reality of the matter is the News Sun doesn't write up every game, so you can't keep up with that stuff. I called around to some old coaches and things. None of those records are anywhere around. And so we didn't have anything. And so we weren't, you know, the only thing that is still there is what people are keeping. So you got to start somewhere, keep up with that stuff, honor these people. So with that said, we're getting ready to start the game. Eunice in the home white. They're playing a little music over there behind the scorer's table. I like it. I like some noise. I like music. I like all that good stuff.
And we need to shout out to our scorer at the scorer's table.
Is that what he's up here doing?
Our mayor, he was
asking for a shout
a
out.
little shout out for the guy. And, you know, so it wouldn't hurt to just kind of touch a couple of extra points for us every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
But he wouldn't do it.
You try to slip him a 20?
He's kind of a straight arrow when it comes to that, huh?
Yeah, that's good. That's the kind of guy you want in the mayor position.
So we're starting the game with a technical foul. I would guess they had something messed up in the books for Tularosa. So Alina Rodriguez heads to the free throw line before the game even starts, and she sinks the
one.
first one.
It's a good
Yes.
start. It's a very good start.
I'm already missing the
Nice
shots.
stroke there.
I have got
we're
multiple.
doing that.
I've got multiple messages just in the last few minutes from people in the community saying they didn't know Bruce Carver was number 5 either, and that we have got to do better as a community, as a school, promoting basketball, keeping up with these stats. Got to do a better job. So here we go. They throw the ball into Chloe Jones. She's going to bring it across the timeline.
Oh, nice move.
Spins it over to the inside, drops it down over to the right wing to Alondra Maureen, and Alondra Maureen will pick up 2 on the Jones accidental assist, I would say.
I thought it was on purpose. I would say it was on purpose.
So here comes Tularosa with the ball. I'm going to try to get their names. It'll take me just a little bit. That's number 13, who I don't even have on
it's
this
a huge
roster.
turnover.
And a quick turnover by Megan Hooten. She sails that ball out of bounds. I can tell you right now that I got these rosters straight off Max Preps, which is where everybody's supposed to input their rosters. And I can already tell you there's some numbers out there that don't exist on this, this roster.
Look at
So
this. She's
Jones
going
going
right
to
by her.
dribble around somebody, kicks it out to Jasmine. Jasmine back out to Maureen. Maureen over to Kenna. Kenna drops it down low, and Alina Rodriguez comes away with it. You know, we've got a completely, at least it looks like to me, kind of a different starting lineup here tonight.
I would not know. This is my second game, Mr. Jones, but the score is 4-0 when Eunice leads.
Yeah. And I said we have a different starting lineup. I'm wrong. I'm wrong because what's happened is
What was that?
I'm wrong. I believe it or not, I'm quick to stand up and say it.
Call the Guinness book right there, buddy.
If I am, I'm quick to say it.
Oh,
I just
still,
don't say it much because I'm right so dang much. But anyway, Jones knocks that ball out of bounds. She anticipated real good, jumped out in the passing lane, knocks it out. Eunice in that 1-2-2 zone defense. They bring it down, Tularosa does. They're going to drop it inside to 14. 14 swings it cross court. That was Stevens. And then now we got a fight on the floor between Jones and a Tularosa Wildcat, number 14. That's Stevens, and it's a tie ball.
24.
Oh, that was 24.
And she has a hurt hand. I wonder if that's their best player.
I wonder if you're right. And you know that last name, Kawach, and I'm probably butchering it. My apologies if I am. I remember back when I was coaching a young lady from Tularosa with that last name that was a ball player. So I wonder.
Get there. Collision there.
So they swing it out to Alina Rodriguez. She's going to shoot the 3. It won't go. Got a battle down low, and Kenna McBee comes away with a really good rebound. So I'm going to make note here that Kenna with a good rebound. So they kick it back out to Kenna. She's going to shoot the 3. It won't go. Alina Rodriguez with the rebound. Kicks it out to Jones, and Jones drains the 2 on the Alina Rodriguez assist off her rebound.
I'll tell you something. The Eunice Lady Cardinals are way faster than Tularosa out there. Yep. I don't know if Tularosa is a little groggy right now from the bus ride, but Eunice is just way faster.
So that's Hooten. She swings it over to 15. 15 is Caceres. She skips it cross court to 13, who's not on my roster. Jasmine Martinez had the ball, and it gets knocked out of bounds by Stevens of Tularosa. So that'll give Eunice the ball back here, 5:49 on the clock.
And it is 6-0. Eunice leads in the first quarter. In Eunice.
So Eunice going to throw it in. It looks like Tularosa is going to match up and go man. I'd flatten them out and get all of them
real quick
offenses or offender players out of the way. I can't even talk. My brain don't
go
work.
ISO here.
So Alina Rodriguez with the ball. She pump fakes, then she's going to step back. They swing it into Jones. Jones dribbles through the middle, throws up a shot. It deflects off the back of the rim, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
I almost start putting it on the points over here. It looked good, didn't it, going up?
Yeah, go ahead and put them in. She's going to get them.
So Chloe Jones heads to the free throw line for the first trip of this ball game. 5:28 remaining here in quarter number 1.
And this free throw was brought to you by Parker Energy Service. Money.
Ooh, her first one bounces right off the front of the rim, rolls on the edge, and then falls out.
And the second free throw was brought to you by BTH Service and Rentals.
So Jones back to the free throw line. Once again, 5:28 on the clock. Jones is back at the free throw line. Her next one is off the back of the rim. Alina Rodriguez.
Almost got a rebound there.
Almost, yeah. Ball goes out of bounds.
She
So
got
Chloe
it, just
misses
didn't know
2
where to
free
go.
throws.
She missed it by a smidge.
So here comes Tularosa across the timeline. They're going to bring it down, looking to attack. They kick it out to the right side. Shot I thought the shot was going to go up, and then we have a steal by Alina Rodriguez. She's going to look to push. She swings it cross court to Jones. Jones dribbles through the middle, kicks it over to McBee. McBee spin moves, throws it out to Alondra. Jones with the ball now. Ball goes off the foot of a Tularosa girl. Jones wasn't very happy about it.
Another steal over here.
Kenna McBee with the steal, swings it cross court to Alondra. Alondra swings it down to Jones. Jones has her shot blocked, and so that'll give the ball to Tularosa on the baseline.
Eunice gives the ball to Eunice on the block.
Yep.
Jones was coming up on the left-hand side, and that young lady came out of nowhere and blocked her.
Yeah, that one's about 5'10", so
Yes.
she's definitely not small. Kenna McBee comes away with the deflected ball. They get it to Maureen. Maureen for three, it won't go. Tularosa almost had the rebound, and here they come, pushing it quickly the other way. Across the timeline. Looking to reset the offense here. That's number 11, Hooten.
Slowing down the game a little bit, huh?
Yep, looking around, going to drop it down low to 14. That's Stevens, who kicks it out to, I'm going to say that's 15, Casares. And it's 13, who we don't have on the roster, throws up a shot. It won't go. Ball gets deflected around, comes out in the hands of McBee, and we're going to have a jump ball on the tie-up.
And that jump ball was brought to you by Eunice Pump and Supply here in Eunice, New Mexico. We're in the first quarter, 6-0. Eunice leads.
You know, I've noticed that when we were in JAL the other day, we had great service, and a lot of our games this year, we've had great service. I see our service jumping in and out off our box cast. It runs off a cell service, and the service in this old gym here must just not be very good because we are struggling.
So hopefully there's somebody listening, right?
Yep.
Oh.
There's a three by, I couldn't even tell, 32. That's a three-pointer by
It's about 32.
Tularosa.
And they're pressing now, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, and they're in a full-court man press. They throw it down the floor to Jasmine Martinez. Her shot won't go. Ball gets deflected around.
Should be Eunice ball.
They're going to say it stays down this way, so it will be Eunice ball. It's 6-3. Offensively, we've started struggling here the last few minutes. Alondra Maureen throws up a shot. It won't go. Sam Allen with the rebound, but her putback is blocked.
And Tularosa came back with the rebound. Now with number 15, and she throws it away.
Go get it.
Oh, it was tipped.
And we all stood there and watched it. It drives you crazy when backward ball everybody stops and watches. You got to go get those until they blow the
How
whistle.
in the world did that young lady rebound the ball? Number 13, and they gave it to her just now. But she's blocked by Maureen. Eunice turned over the ball. That was her first turnover of the game. Over to 14.
Yeah, so I lost my
14 went up for the shot, and she was partially blocked by Jasmine, but they called the foul on Jasmine.
Yeah, so 14 is Stevens, Erlyn Stevens. She's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a couple. It's a 6-5 ball game. All of a sudden, the wheels fell off right there for the Lady Cardinals in a real short period of time.
And we haven't had a substitute yet, have we?
Yeah, we've had multiple subs. We've got Sam
number
Allen
42,
down there. Yep.
And then we got another one coming in, correct?
Yep. Yeah, Kenna McBee looking like she's going to come back in. 14 sinks that first free throw.
So the score is 6-6, man. First quarter.
Tie ball game. And we had two before the clock started.
Yeah.
It was two free ones.
So here's the next one. It's up. It's no good. Sam Allen with the rebound. It almost threw it out of bounds. Jones saves it, keeps it in. And here she comes through the middle. She swings it over to McBee.
Give it to her.
McBee back to Jones. Jones with the pull-up. Her shot won't go. So Tularosa comes away with the rebound, and here they come back the other way. 3 minutes to go here in quarter number one. They swing it out here to 15. That's Caceres. Inside to Stevens, and they kick it out for the three. That three is no good. Sam Allen with the rebound gets it over to Rodriguez. Swings it cross court to Jones. Jones back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the crossover step back. Then she drops through the middle to the elbow. Throws up a shot. It won't go. Tularosa with the rebound, and here they come back the other way. 2 minutes, 25 seconds on the clock here in the first quarter. There's the swing out over to 32, and her shot is up and no good. She's missed her last two after draining that first one. So they get the ball over to Jones. Jones with the dribble through. Drops it over to Jasmine Martinez, and Jasmine Martinez drops it in for two. Off to Chloe Jones' assist. 2:01 on the clock. It's 8-6 ball game. Tularosa with the ball, swings it to the left side.
Charlie, we just got a text saying the video is a little fuzzy.
It's probably going to be this cloud, the service.
Okay.
And there's 2 points for, I think that was 32. I looked down at the cloud. What's happening for those of you at home, we're losing our signal. It's in and out in here. This runs off a cell phone signal. The system does, and
I think we need a new gym.
I think so too. Might want to encourage people to
Go
vote for
vote.
one. So
Vote
there's
yes.
Alina Rodriguez going to pull up for three. Her three won't go. And they're going to call a jump ball here. That'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. Yeah, for those of you watching at home, the reason we're jumping in and out on our service is because the box cast runs, and it does look bad. We're losing our service in and out, and it runs off a cell phone service signal. And
We just got the cloud back.
yeah,
That being said, Eunice called the timeout and go through the sponsors real quick. This timeout is brought to you by Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Record and Rentals, Devon Energy, and Cardinal Hardware and Lumber. We're here in Eunice, our first game. The Lady Cards are playing here as the boys get a victory in Dexter over who?
over Jack.
Boys from down south.
Down south. Yes, sir. Good job. With the Lady Cardinals here, it's 8-8 in the first quarter. Like, they started off awesome at the very beginning. It kind of, like Mr. Jones said, the wheels fell off.
Yeah, we just the wheels fell off. I don't know what else to say.
He's speechless for a change. That's different. It's been a while I've seen you, but you said you were wrong, and you were a little bit speechless there. What's going on? New Year resolution or something?
Yeah, I've been doing this by myself for
you're
several
tired.
weeks, so I'm used to just talking the whole time. When you guys interrupt now, I'm lost. I'm like, hey, I'll let y'all go.
He's been talking on that one, and then he grabs this one and puts
That's
it on
right.
and talks back. And then
There's
he
three
runs the
personalities he
camera.
has out here, huh? Go ahead, Mr. Jones. Take it away.
So Rodriguez swings it over to, to Haller, who drops a nice pass to Kenna McBee. Then we miss the short one. Alondra Marine ends up back with it. A shot goes up by Allen. It won't go. And then we throw it away. And now we got a jump ball down low, and
Goes
that's
back.
going to give the ball back to the Cardinals.
Nah, it's going the other way. She forgot to switch it.
Oh, did she?
A little sloppy basketball there by both teams.
Man, it's ours because
Oh, it is.
Yeah, because right before that, there was a jump
now
ball.
they're switching it again.
I think it's supposed to be the other way. We just gave the scorer table a shout out. Now
Now
messed
they're
up our
messing
jump
things up.
ball.
Our scores table looks about as good as our signal that we're getting here on our box cast. A little fuzzy.
A little fuzzy.
50 seconds to go here in quarter number one. Tularosa with the ball. Swings it out to the right side. That's Bichetti. She slides out of bounds. And so that was Stevens, whose leg was on the line. That's going to give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals with 43 seconds remaining. And we sent a sub in, but we didn't know who was coming off. So it's not soccer. You can't run somebody off the. Anyway, so here goes Eunice to throw the ball in. They get it into Jones. Jones swings it cross court to Haller. Haller, almost throws it away. They get it back over to Jones. Jones has the ball tipped away from behind, and here they come back the other way. I'm constantly telling people to keep it out of the middle in transition. A lot of coaches say to do that, and Tularosa comes right back and scored. I always recommend you keep the ball out of the middle in transition because that's where everybody's running, is right up the middle. So there goes Jones around the right side. She's going to break
nice pass.
through,
Oh.
and then the ball gets deflected out of bounds by Tularosa. So Eunice will have the ball under their basket.
The score is 8-10. Tularosa leads now here in the first quarter with 11 seconds left.
A good time for one of them threes, wasn't it?
Yeah, she's on the bench
and then
right
we
now.
throw the ball right into the back of a Tularosa girl, and here they come the other way. Jones going to
good
come
balance.
through. She's got the ball, and now she's headed the other way.
Got to shoot.
She throws up a shot.
it goes in!
From
It goes
half
in!
court. Chloe Jones
Beautiful.
for three, nearly half court at the buzzer. What a shot by Jones at the buzzer.
Wow.
And
called
don't
that
forget, it was almost on the other side of half court.
Yeah.
So that was nice, man.
So Jones with the half-court buzzer beater to end the first quarter. That puts the Cardinals up by one. It's 11-10.
Yes,
That'd
and
be
that
a
shot
good
was.
time for a three-point. I wasn't really.
I mean, we're
thinking
going to have
that
to call the
way.
cops on that one because shout out to the Eunice Police Department because
Oh man.
you're going to have to be called on Chloe because she's on fire.
You
Good
know,
job, man.
I go back to what I talked about, and I'll talk to the station a little bit about it when we get back or tomorrow. But our service in this gym has been problematic this year. I don't know why, but we have struggled with service here. We hey, go down that way the next time. Anyway, we've had problems with that signal here in this gym, and I don't know why. It's got to be the concrete around the walls or something. It's the only thing I can think of. But like right now, we just lost the cloud again, so I'm sure our video's blurry here in the next 2 or 3 minutes because we're usually 2 or 3 minutes behind.
Probably the asbestos in the wall.
Yeah, it might be.
So they were inhaling.
We got an 11-10 game. Eunice leads by 1. Quick shout out to some sponsors. Those sponsors are Eunice Pump and Supply, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, Eunice Police Department, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, and the Eunice Health Clinic. Cardinals to throw it in on the side. They do. They swing it into Jones. Clock starts to tick. Eunice up by 1. Jones with the ball over on the right side. She crosses over, goes through the middle, drops it over to McBee. McBee kicks it back over to Marine. Marine with the dribble drive. Her shot is up, no good, but she gets her own rebound. Her putback is no good. So Alondra Marine with a good shot, a rebound, and another shot. None of them go in, unfortunately. Tularosa with the ball. Swings it out to Kowach out on the left side. She kicks it back up to Hooten.
That was a hard bounce pass.
Hooten drops it down to Stevens, who kicks it out to Bichetti. Bichetti throws it up top. It's almost stolen away there. Stevens with the dribble drive through the middle, and she throws up for 2, and they get back on the board. Tularosa in the full court pressure versus the Lady Cardinals. Rodriguez with the ball, looking to cross. She does. Brings it over into Tularosa territory. Kicks it over to Rodriguez. Or to Jones, I'm sorry. Jones going to pull back and shoot the 3, which is unusual for her. She's only shot about 6 all year. The ball gets deflected, almost stolen by Jasmine Martinez, and now here comes Tularosa back the other way.
Trap her.
Ball's deflected there by Rodriguez, and now they're going to reset with Wooten at the top. She swings it over to Bichetti. Bichetti back to Wooten. They're looking inside for Stevens. You can tell that's their want to. That's their game that they want to play. Bichetti with the pump fake. It ends up kicks back out in the in the hands of Kowach. Ball is saved over there. It goes into the hands of Martinez and then to Jones. Jones on the run out. Swings it cross court to McBee over to Marine. Marine shot rattles around and it goes in. That's 2 for Marine on the Kenna McBee assist.
Nice job there moving the ball around.
So we've got a 13-12 ball game. For those of you sending me messages, I don't have my phone. The guys are using it on their app. And for some reason, my messages aren't showing up on my phone. Jones with the rebound, and now she's on the run out.
All the way. No.
She kicks it out to Rodriguez for 3. It rattles around. It won't go. Jasmine almost had the rebound, and here comes Tularosa back the other way. Tularosa going to try to drop it down low. They do. The shot rattles around and won't go. Kenna McBee with the rebound.
And he goes out of bounds.
And she threw it toward the right side. We didn't have anybody there, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds.
The score is 13-12. Eunice leads here in the second quarter.
So it looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. I'm going to see if I can figure out. There we go. Yeah, so I had people ask if we can connect to the school's Wi-Fi. First of all, the system won't run off of Wi-Fi. If we had a hard line, it would work. But I will tell you this, we could not hook up to the hardwire system the entire football season. We had IT folks down here. Something in the firewall was blocking us, and we couldn't make it work. And anyway, we couldn't get a signal. Our system doesn't run off of Wi-Fi. It runs off the cell service. It'll run off 5G or 4G or just a regular cell tower and an analog, and you can still see it if you got good service. But for whatever reason, when we get here, I think this is an AT&T box, and when we get here, the service is just not good. It worked great in Jowl last week.
Yeah, it is AT&T
It works
box.
amazing in Hobbs. It works great in Lovington. It don't work so well right here. And I don't know what else to say about it.
I guess that was pretty good since we have so many games out of town, huh?
Yeah. So maybe that's why they scheduled all these games out of town, is so that we
They
could
were
have
thinking
good.
of you, Mr.
Yeah, they're
Jones.
thinking of the broadcast. So 5:35 remaining here in the first half. We got a barn burner on our hands. It's a 1-point ball game, 13-12. The Cardinals lead by 1.
And they're playing very good right now. They're controlling, taking care of the ball, and they're setting the pace like you were saying at the beginning of the game. So,
and so they kick it in up top to Hooten. Hooten back over to 13, who does not exist on my roster. Stevens with the ball in the short corner. Her ball's batted away, comes out in the hands of Jones. Jones still battling for it. Jones comes away with it, and then they call a jump ball.
she was knocked down. I'm not watching the same game. She was knocked down. No foul was called.
Yep.
And then they call a jump ball.
Yeah, and then the arrow's going the other way, and they're gonna say the ball goes this way. So they call it jump ball, and see now they're gonna fix it.
But last time, the last jump ball that, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
No blood, no foul.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's like you got to call something there.
Yeah.
All right, so Stevens with the ball in the
Oh,
left
she
wing.
walked.
There's a
She
travel.
walked.
We got a travel
And now we're
down
calling over
low,
the
and then
back.
we're going to call an over-the-back foul down on the block.
That young lady traveled, man.
Well, so no call down low.
Put the camera on Jones.
I'm gonna keep going like
Put the
this
camera
as
on
we,
Jones.
as
Look
we
at him.
had a foul or a travel.
He looked like
and then
Canelo
we
over
call
here.
a foul
He looked like Canelo. How do you call the travel?
like this.
There's a travel
All
right
right,
there.
that's a travel. All right, so Tularosa with the ball. That's Kowach up at the top. She looks around, swings it out here to 11. That's Hooten. Hooten with the ball near the top of the key. She's going to reset the offense. Our service is in and out. That's all I can tell you. Stevens with the ball down in the block. Has it slapped away by Rodriguez. Ends up in the hands of Kowach, who pulls for 3. Sam Allen tries to come away with the rebound. Jasmine Martinez had it, and then they take it away. And Stevens ends up back with it. She throws up a shot that won't go, and Kenna McBee has a rebound. That's her third of the ball game. Jones splits the defense, kicks it down the floor to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for 3, and she gets hammered, and she's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a few.
She literally got hammered. You see how bad she got pushed down?
Yep.
I was like, why was her shot so off? And I don't know why.
Yeah, so that'll send Rodriguez to the free throw line. That'll send Rodriguez to the free throw line with 4:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Eunice up by 1. Rodriguez misses the first.
Get your cattle prong, huh?
We've got a group of youngsters that have decided to sit right up here where we broadcast, so they're not used to having to duck from the camera and avoid the mic and everything else that's going on up here. Did she make the second one?
Yes, sir, she did.
Yeah.
So she made the second one and then missed the third one.
Correct.
So that's unusual for her because she's shooting about 76% for her career and for the year from the free throw line.
And she came down here and almost got a steal as well.
So 4:25 remaining here in the first half. Eunice deflects it out of bounds, and so they're going to throw the ball in here in their end. Tularosa with the ball. Ball gets deflected by Rodriguez. Then they drop it down low to Stevens. Sam Allen grabs it, and we got a tug-of-war going down low.
They were not going to take that out of Sam Allen's arms. Did you see that?
Yeah. Sam Allen said, give me the ball.
The ball is mine.
So Eunice brings it in. Tularosa in the full court pressure. Jasmine Martinez, almost throws it away. McKenna McBee does a really good job of keeping it in play. Rodriguez with a little step through. She throws up a shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. She kicks it back out to McBee. McBee on the runner. Her runner won't go.
She was fouled.
Yeah. I thought about 3 times, but we got the last one.
3 for 1.
Yeah, the third was the charm, right?
3:57 remain here in the first half. It's a 14-12 ball game.
It's a very low-scoring game this second quarter. I mean, you'd figure they already tested each other and they know what to do.
Yep.
But guess not.
You know, they must have changed the headband rule because you used to couldn't. Anyway, they must have changed some of that stuff. Kenna McBee goes to the free throw line. She misses her first, so she'll have another. Under 4 minutes to go. Eunice up by 2. It's 14-12. Kenna goes back to the free throw line here. Her next one rattles off the front of the rim, and it won't go. Eunice struggling from the free throw line, a spot they usually do a really good job at.
Oh, good defense. Good defense.
So then we're going to call a jump ball, and so that'll be Tularosa ball.
Well, they're playing in a new gym tonight.
Yeah.
Haven't played here all
Yeah,
year.
I hadn't been here much this year.
I'm used to this.
3:48 remaining here in the first half. Tularosa with the ball after the jump over on the side. They're going to swing it in over on that left side. That's 13, who's not on our roster. They swing it all the way into the corner to Hooten, and she steps out of bounds. So that'll be a turnover on Tularosa. It's going to be Eunice basketball.
Fantastic. You're something. Eunice been taking care of the ball tonight. I believe they only have maybe 1 or 2 turnovers.
Yeah, I have them at 2. 2 turnovers. Last minute, Rodriguez trying to dribble through. She pulls up, steps back.
Good
They
cut.
drop through the middle. Jones going to shoot the little mid-range. It won't go. Got to get it up. When she shoots it flat at the rim, she struggles to finish. She's got to get the ball up. I'm always telling her to finish high. Shoot it up there like a teardrop.
Because that one hit the back of the rim, huh?
Yep, right, just a solid rocket right at the rim. She pushes it right at the rim a lot of times. Tularosa with the ball. They throw it in at midcourt. Kick it over to the right side. That's number 10, Bichetti. She swings it cross court to 13, back to Bichetti on the right side, and then up top to Hooten. Hooten shoots for 3, and she splashes it in. And Tularosa takes the lead. 3 minutes to go. Jones gets around the side, and they push her, and so that'll be a foul on Tularosa.
Makes the score 15-14 in Tularosa's favor here in the second quarter. We got 2 minutes and 58 seconds left. Eunice has the ball.
Jones with the ball. Opposite top of the key. She's going to cross over and accelerate through the middle. Gets through the middle, throws up a floater. It won't go. She gets her own rebound. It gets knocked away. Maureen comes away with it. She kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about the 3, then steps back, kicks it back over to Maureen. Maureen looking backside, throws it to Stevens. And here comes Tularosa running the other way. They throw up a shot. It won't go.
Blocked.
Great block by Maureen, and then Maureen has it taken away, and then we're going to have a double foul, it looked like right there. They call that foul on Maureen.
Which is good. So I thought it came from the other side.
Yeah, me too. So that'll be the first foul on Maureen. There's only been 3 fouls called on this side the whole first half, and only 4 the other way the whole first half.
Like Charlie said, it's a new gym. They're adjusting to the floor.
You know, I was talking in Jow the other day about our team, and we're more of a finesse-style team. So when officials let them play, as some people say, we struggle with
That's
that.
the advantage for
It is not a good thing for us when they let them play, which they're definitely doing here today. That second one is going to go in for Stevens. Eunice getting ready to get it in. They get it into Jones. Jones dribbling with that left hand up the left-hand side. She spins around, kicks it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to float one, and we throw it away again.
And Candy, you don't have to need to force that. That was a long pass. It took forever to develop, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep. They're going to take Rodriguez out here with 2:11 to go in the ball game, or in the first half. Eunice trailing by 2. And she's not in foul trouble or anything, so kind of a strange one. Jones going to flatten them out here on the defense. They're going to run that little weave play. They get it to McBee over to Maureen. Maureen kicks it back over to McBee, who's going to shoot for 3. Their 3 is up, and it won't go.
And little Chloe was underneath the basket there trying to rebound. She almost got that one as well.
Yeah. So that's 1:53 remaining here in the first half. Tularosa with the ball. That's Hooten. She's going to bring it across the timeline right in the middle. Thought about coming to the right, then swings it back to the left to 13. Back to Hooten at the top of the key, back to 13, and she traveled when she took off with it, but no call. There's a battle for the rebound, and it's another jump ball. Another sign of a kind of a rough physical game is a bunch of jump balls. If you have a ton of jump balls.
I seen at least one over the back, and it was on Eunice.
Yes,
Did you see it as well?
Yeah, Eunice was over the back right there, no call. So they get it into Jones. Jones going to try to come around the corner. She does. She crosses over.
Push it.
Now gets it back over to McBee. McBee down to Maureen. Maureen going to shoot the mid-range. She probably should have went in and shot that layup. And then it gets taken away down low. And here comes Tularosa back the other way. That looked like a double dribble. A three-pointer's up. It's no good. Maureen comes away with the rebound.
Slow down. We got a minute. They make the last shot here.
They kick it over to McBee. McBee on the dribble drive. She throws up a shot. It won't go. It sails out of bounds on the air ball, and that'll be Tularosa basketball. 14-16. Eunice trails by 2. 1:04 to go. And we've had Alina Rodriguez sitting on the side for a while. We're under a minute to go here in the first half. They kick it over to 32. She tries to throw it down low. It gets deflected by Sam Allen on some good hands.
They're going to put her back in the game.
Yeah, they're sending her to the scorer's table now. 52 seconds. And so here she comes. Howler's going to go out. Alina Rodriguez comes in. Eunice in the 2-3 zone here. They kick it up to the right side. Swing it into Stevens. Stevens going to shoot for 3. And then we gave up a rebound on the backside. That was Danae Evan. She gets the rebound in the putback and is fouled by McBee.
She was in good position, and the young lady was behind her. That was kind of like an unforced foul, especially having 47 seconds left in the quarter.
So McBee now with 1 foul. That's only her first. But that'll send it, since it was on the shot, she'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, wow.
Her first one is up, but she splashes it in.
Making the score 14-17 here in the second quarter.
Eunice trails by 3 here with Tularosa. Second shot is up. It won't go. Alina Rodriguez comes away with the rebound, and she's going to push it up the floor. Kicks it over to Jones on the right wing. Jones thought about going, then kicks it over to Rodriguez. They're running that motion offense. Screen down, screen away.
Backside. She was open for a split
swing it
second.
over to Marine. Marine pulls for a long distance shot, and it won't go. And quickly comes Tularosa back the other way. They skip it cross court. We almost had a steal. Shot goes up. It won't go. Next shot goes up, and it's in. And Eunice trails by 5 with 15 seconds here to go. So we swing it down to Marine. Marine to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, they're going to call her for the travel.
Wow, I didn't see it.
Wow. I didn't either. So that's...
I think the coach over
Yeah, she's been making that move all night, and all of a sudden they call it a travel.
Yeah. Yeah, she did the little jab and go, and I don't think it was a travel, but the call was made. 5 seconds to go. Here's Stevens up top. She kicks it over into the corner.
So she
and
blocked it.
Alina Rodriguez blocks that shot with 2 seconds to go.
She swiped at the ball with anger. Did you see that?
Sam Allen got to get down in the middle. There you go. So they're going to hand it over to Tularosa. They swing it out to the top. A 3 is up. It won't go. And that is the end of the first half. The Eunice Cardinals trail by 5 here in their first home game of the year, 19-14.
It's a tough second quarter. We seemed a little sloppy. We had more turnovers there than we did in the first quarter. And we didn't seem like ourselves. Does that make sense, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, absolutely. Alina Rodriguez with 3 points on only 3 free throws in that first half. Chloe Jones with 5 points. Both of those two players well below their normal average. Alina averaging right at 14 points a game. Chloe averaging right at 13 a game. And so for them to only have 3 and 5 is definitely a tough deal. Alondra Marine with 4. Jasmine Martinez with 2. No one else on the scoreboard for the Lady Cardinals. On the other side, you've got Apachito with 5, Stevens with 4, Hooten with 3, Evan with 3, and Bichetti with 2. And so that is the scoring. Want a quick shout out to some sponsors right quick.
Want to do it this way?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do it that way. We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back shortly.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals!
Lasco Construction, proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!"
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Joe Langston Gymnasium here in Eunice, New Mexico, as your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Tularosa Lady Wildcats. The Eunice Cardinals trail 19-14. We are at halftime with about a minute on the clock before we get started in the second half. For the Lady Cardinals in that first half, Alina Rodriguez, who's averaging about 14 points per game, had 3 points on 3 free throws made. Chloe Jones, who's averaging about 13 points a game, had 5 points, missed a couple of free throws. Alondra Maureen had 4. That's about her game average, and so anything on top of that will be definite icing for her. Jasmine Martinez had 2. The Lady Cardinals struggled from the free throw line there in that first half, and they usually shoot the ball fairly well from the first half. So maybe we'll get the nerves worked out and get going here in the second half.
It's all that whole Friday the 13th type of deal, man.
Yeah, they might be afraid Jason's going to get after them or something. So,
sorry about that.
You're all right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Let me see what I'll try to look at it on here.
They recognized your face right away. I opened it up, it came through.
So 2 minutes to go. 2 seconds to go here on the clock. The buzzer goes off. It's going to be Tularosa ball to start the second half. Tularosa in the maroon with the white letters and numbers. Eunice in the home white uniforms with the red numbers. So here goes Tularosa. They're going to dribble it right up the middle. That's number 13, who's not on our roster. They swing it over to Hooten in the corner. She throws up a 3. It won't go. Ball gets deflected around into the hands of Tularosa. We talked in the pregame about them being long.
They called that a jump ball, and that young lady was all over number 11 for the Eunice Cardinals.
Yeah, it should have been an over-the-back call, but we got a jump ball out of it. That'll give the ball back to the Cardinals. So Eunice to start the second half here. Tularosa in the full court pressure. Jones going to dribble through, flips it over the top to Martinez. Martinez with the dribble drive over to Rodriguez, into the hands of Maureen on the right side. She's going to cross over the top, kicks it out to McBee. McBee back to Maureen, and then they're going to throw it down to Martinez, and she goes out of bounds. And so Martinez with the turnover here. That's for the ball game.
That's too early here for a turnover.
Yep. So 7:24 on the clock. Quarter number 3. Eunice trailed after the Kenna McBee steal.
Sloppy basketball.
Just
slow down there, young ladies.
Yeah, just a lot of, I mean, like I said, that's 8 turnovers. So 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. They throw it in off the foot, and then it ends up back in the hands of Hooten. She's going to take the long shot. It won't go, but who comes away with the rebound? Tularosa.
Did you see that?
Yeah, and Jones runs in,
A little bit of
pushes
soccer move. That's a
Yeah.
soccer move right there.
Yeah.
It's a soccer move.
She's going
boss.
to use her hips to cut the defender off.
She did play a little bit of soccer back in the day.
Yeah, been a while, but she definitely did. Martinez throws it down to McBee. McBee throws it right to the other team, but then it deflects into the hands of Martinez. And here comes Tularosa back the other way. Hooten wastes no time. Rodriguez with the steal. Alina Rodriguez with her second steal of the game gets it over to Jones. Jones kicks it ahead to McBee, or to Marine, back to McBee, over to Jones. Now they're going to reset and get the offense set up. Looks like Tularosa's playing a man-to-man defense. We're in a zone offense. So we're trying to reset them now and maybe get in a man offense. We're going to take a deep three. That's Rodriguez. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Jasmine kicks it over to Maureen, who throws it cross court to Rodriguez. Rodriguez flips it cross to Maureen. Maureen going to throw up a shot. It won't go, but she's going to get her own rebound. Her putback won't go. And then Kenna McBee. So Maureen with a rebound, McBee with a rebound. That's 4 rebounds this game for McBee, which is about her average for the game. For the game, and we're early in the third. So McBee doing a good job on the boards. One of my keys to the game here at the beginning was we've got to make those easy shots down low, and we have missed a ton of them. McBee steps to the free throw line. Her first free throw won't go. 5:56 on the clock. Got a substitution at the table for the Lady Cardinals. That looks like Howler.
Not just missing the easy shots. Our ladies are beating their defense in the front and driving towards the basket, and they turn back around, and I don't know why.
McBee makes the second one. I think we got away with one there because when she let that one go, she took off for the rebound, and it went in. Good deal for us. 15-19, 5:50 on the clock. Wooten with the ball up near the top of the key. Swings it over to Kowach on the right side. They swing it back up to Wooten. Wooten swings it over to 13. Jones trying to get in there and get the steal. The ball ends up in the hands of Stevens. Stevens going to drive and throw it up for 2. And here comes Eunice against the pressure now. It's 15-21. Jones with the crossover. Gets into the middle. Swings it cross court to Rodriguez. Rodriguez drops it down to Howler. Howler dribbles out of pressure. Gets it over to Marine. Marine with the runner. Nice 2 points by Marine.
Making the score 17-21 here in the third quarter.
Marine now with 6. Hooten going to bring it across the timeline for Tularosa. Over to Kowach on the right side. Back to Hooten up top. She swings it across. Jasmine Martinez stepped in the passing lane, almost had a steal.
That would be nice to get a little breakaway right there.
17-21 is the score here. 5:07 on the clock. Tularosa to throw it in on the side. They get it to Hooten. She's just going to dribble up, take an uncontested 3. It won't go. There's an over the back, but Rodriguez comes away with the rebound, and she's going to push. She slows it up now, kicks it back over to Jones. Jones with the ball up high. She's going to spin around, go back over to the other side. Now they're going to step out and try to put a little pressure on her.
Nice
Jones
move.
spins around, gets into the middle, throws up a shot. It won't go. And Jones going to chest bump somebody after. I think she's
feisty, ain't she?
Yeah, I think she's just frustrated in the way this game has went. Eunice trailing here by 4, 4:42 in the third. And I got to be honest with you, we're just not playing well.
No, we're not.
They seem like they're a little tight.
Yeah, something.
Must be this new gym they're playing in, right?
Yeah.
Different territory.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the first shot by Jones. It splashes right through. Maybe that'll get her going. That's 6
She
points
gets to
for
keep
Jones.
driving. She just needs to keep driving like she did a minute ago and make something happen.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. When we're struggling like this,
Somebody has to step up and
Yep.
just change the pace.
Jones heads back to the free throw line for the next one, and that one splashes in, so that's 7
Oh,
points.
and she got a steal.
Oh, and Jones with the steal. We've been talking about that at home. I told her after her free throws to step over and try to get those steals. That 3 is up and no good by Rodriguez, and there's a whole bunch of pushing and shoving,
And
and
she gets
Jones
another
with
steal.
another steal. Jones throws up the runner, and it goes in for 2 for Jones.
Making it 21-21.
And Tularosa wants to talk about it. It's awesome because, like I said, she and I have been talking about that. I was showing her a video of these players doing exactly that, where they shoot a free throw, and when the free throw goes through, to just kind of hunker down and see where they're going to throw and then anticipate and jump in the passing lane, and she pulls it off. It's 21-21, and we're in the third quarter. We've tied it up.
And what I like about that, there's a little bit more fire in that one step. And what I say,
Yes.
it just takes that one person, change the dynamics of everything, and just attack.
Yes.
I don't think I've
beautiful
seen
job.
Rodriguez miss that many threes in I don't know how long.
Well, she and it's no knock on her. It's just the
No,
reality.
It just happens.
She ain't made a basket the whole game. She's made 3 free throws,
Right.
and that is highly, highly unusual for her.
And we were talking about that off the radio,
Yes.
about how you can have a great game one night,
Yes,
have 40
yes,
points.
yes.
Next game, you can't even find the basket.
Yes,
So,
yes, it happens. I tell people all the time a story about me where I played right here, had 40 points one night. 2 nights later, we played the number 3 team in the state at the time, which was Dexter. 3 nights later, or 2 nights later, we go to Lake Arthur. Lake Arthur's unranked, terrible. I had 5 points, missed like 3 run-out layups, couldn't make a shot. I think all my points came like free throws. I couldn't make anything, and it just happens sometimes.
she'll get it going. After she makes one shot, it'll just kind of get going.
So here comes Tularosa out of the timeout, 4:19 on the clock and ticking. They bring it across the timeline, swing it over to Bichetti. Bichetti tries to throw it down low, and Howler steps in. She's going to have a steal. They kick it over to Marine. Marine shot is up. It won't go. They're in there battling for rebounds.
Jones comes up with the steal from the
Jones,
backside.
Chloe Jones with the steal, and here she comes back the
Take
other
it,
way.
keep it, keep it, keep it,
Looking
keep it.
down the floor, pumps it across to Marine. Marine kicks
Oh.
it out to Rodriguez for the wide
Money.
open 3,
There
and
it
she
is.
splashes it through. Alina Rodriguez for 3 off the Marine assist after a Jones steal. 3:40 on the clock. Eunice takes a 3-point lead. They swing it up top.
24-21.
Stevens with the ball, hands it off back to Wooten. Wooten brings it up over to the left side, over to Kowach. Kowach doing a one-handed game, throws it to Stevens. Her shot is up and no good. Alina Rodriguez with her 4th rebound of the ball game, and here she comes, pushing it back the other way. Skips it over to Jones. Jones going to let them reset. I think you got to play with the pace and keep going. When
Correct,
we pull and
correct.
set it up, it lets their defense
Push
get
it.
completely going. They're trying to face guard Rodriguez at this point. So Rodriguez dribbles through. She cuts back through the middle, throws up a floater. It won't go, but she has her own rebound. She goes up again, gets knocked to the
Steal the ball,
floor.
she don't
No
have one hand.
call. Rodriguez real slow getting up on the other end.
No foul on that.
You can have an official timeout there, huh?
Rodriguez going to step off the floor after no call on that down on that end.
Wow.
It was a
2:40.
foul with the body, I think, but
2:49 remaining here in the third quarter. Eunice took a 3-point lead, had a lot of momentum going.
and all of a sudden, just nothing going on out there right now.
Once again, I've said this over and over and over, and I'll keep saying it. Eunice struggles when they let them play. They like more of a finesse game. When it gets real rough, it's just not typically their game. Alondra Marine does a really good job of jumping in the passing lane, ties that ball up. Unfortunately for the Lady Cardinals, the arrow is still Tularosa's
They're doing
way.
a good job right now. The Lady Cards are jumping a lot, like right there, jumping in the passing lane. So
They swing it cross court to Kowach. She throws up a
Wow.
3, and she splashes it through. That young lady's playing with one hand, and it's just her left. We get it down to
24-24.
Martinez.
Oh,
Martinez
good job.
to
Oh, no,
Jones.
she jumped over.
No.
She jumped over.
No, you got to have the 3 points. That's not a.
She jumped over so quick, they didn't even see it.
It's the 3 points. We didn't have all 3 points over the half court. That's not a. Anyway, so here we go.
Is that another turnover for the Eunice Cardinals?
Yes, it is. And that's a 24-24 game. Hooten to bring it to the top of the key. Swings it over to Kowach, who's standing out there wide open again. Her shot won't go, but Stevens with the rebound. And then they're going to call a foul, I think, on Howler. Let's see. Let me look at the scoreboard. Well, they called it on 30. Yeah, that's Howler. So they call Howler for the foul. That'll be her first. Tahatchee to get the ball down under the basket. They throw it in, swing it around the top of the key over to Wooten and into the hands of 32, whose shot is up, and it's no good. Chloe Jones comes away with the rebound.
Push it.
And she's pushing. She's going to attack. She throws a shot up.
Where's the body in that contact right there?
And they're going to call nothing.
Just like that, man. A lot of contact
Just
down
like
there.
that.
We need to take care of the ball down there.
Getting knocked to the floor on each end. No calls down low. Jones steps in, makes the steal.
Kept her balanced without going out of bounds. She goes between two defenders, dribbles the ball, center of the court, stops, little jump shot. Oh, hits the back of that, but rebounded by Martinez, goes back and misses. And rebounded by McBee. And she falls first, and then they call it a jump ball.
So Kenna McBee with a really good rebound there. That was her 5th rebound. Unfortunately, then she goes to the floor. They call a jump ball.
But it remains Eunice ball.
So Eunice throws it in over on the right wing. They skip it up to Jones. Jones back over to McBee. McBee going to take an outside shot. It won't go. A lot of pushing and shoving down under the basket. Ball comes in the hands of Tularosa, and here comes Tularosa on the push. Jones with a block. And then it goes into the hands of Stevens, who lays it in for 2. And just like that, Eunice trails again.
26-24 here in the third quarter with a minute left.
Yep. Jones swings it down to Marine. Marine back to Jones, and now we're going to reset them. One of my keys for the game was if we set up every time and allow them to set their defense up, then we struggle.
The way we got the lead was by steals,
Yes.
and pushing the ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
correct?
pace. You got to have that pace. When you got a group like our group that, you know, you need that pace.
Especially now that they're playing, letting them play, you can say.
Yeah.
Because we're faster than by far.
So Jones looking exhausted. She's going to step over and have a seat. Alina Rodriguez comes back into the game. She's going to throw the ball in. 51 seconds. Alina looking for somebody to give it to. Floats it in. It gets deflected out of bounds by Tularosa.
Yeah, she kind of had it to because she was running out of time there.
Yep.
Right now, look at what you have on the court. That's why we're having a difficult time throwing the ball in.
Yeah, usually her outlet safety to throw it into is Jones up high, and she's not on the floor.
Swing it back.
They get it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for 3. Her 3 won't go. It ends up in the hands of Maureen, who gets another rebound. She kicks it over to Rodriguez, who's going to attack off the dribble. Pulls back on the little step back. Her shot won't go, and here comes Tularosa quickly the other way. They swing it down the floor.
She walked. But she was fouled as she went up for a layup there.
Looked to me like a travel before the foul.
They called the foul first or second. I don't know how you say that, but number 10 goes to the free throw line for the Tularosa Wildcats.
Yep. And her first free throw goes in. That's 3 points for Bacchetti.
We are here in the third quarter in Eunice, New Mexico. 29 seconds left. And right now the Wildcats, Tularosa Wildcats, are winning 27-24.
Yep. That second one rattles around. It won't go. It gets knocked out of bounds by Tahachi. I keep saying Tahachi. I think this Kawach and Bacchetti and Tularosa, and I'm calling them Tahachi. So Eunice gets the ball in to Maureen. Maureen back to Rodriguez, over to McBee. McBee swings
nice
it down
pass.
the floor
Oh, I see what they were going to do.
Allen. They were trying to set up a little play. They come to the ball on the attack. And
a lot of contact there when she went up.
Ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's Eunice ball. Alina Rodriguez to throw it in on the baseline. 17 seconds to go. They swing it up top to McBee.
Give it right back.
McBee dribbles out to the top, and now she spins around, gives it to Marine.
12 seconds left.
So they get it in, trying to get it over to Rodriguez. They do eventually get it to
Rodriguez
her.
was stepping out.
And her foot was on the line, so that's going to be a turnover for the Lady Cardinals. That's 11 turnovers on the game here in the quarter. We're in quarter number 3 with 4 seconds to go.
This has been the longest 24 seconds of the game. You notice that?
Yep.
Turnovers and stepping out of bounds. And man.
They're going to swing it all the way over there because we've got nobody stretched out. And then, oh, my gosh.
No call?
And there is no call.
Good.
Wow.
Well,
We just hammered their shooter. I mean, hammered her to
ran
the
her
floor.
over.
And no call whatsoever.
And
That's
their coach is livid.
Well,
I mean,
that's a payback.
Oh, man, their fans are going nuts. There's people up there throwing their
and
baseball
we did our
caps
neutral.
around.
I would have called a foul.
I got to tell you, that was an
I would've called a
absolute foul, but no call.
I don't think I got it on film. I was trying to get the basket.
Yeah.
I mean, she was trucked, you can say.
Wow.
Purely accidental, I'm sure.
But in that quarter, we had a lot of little sloppy play, good play, and that good play came from hustle, changing pace, like you're saying, pace. But we stopped doing that for a split second, and they got the lead back on us, making it 24-27.
So it makes it 24-27. Eunice trails by 3 here as we move into the fourth quarter. So far in the game, Chloe Jones leads, looks like all scorers with 9 points. Alina Rodriguez with 6. McKenna McBee with 1. Jasmine Martinez with 2. On the other end, the leading scorer for Tularosa is Steven. She's got 2, 4, 6, 8 points. Apachito has 5. Evans has 3. Hooten has 2. Bachetti has 3. And number 13, who I don't know who that is, has 2.
Ms.
Kowach
Phantom?
has 3.
We'll call her Jason. Just 'cause it's Friday the 13th.
Jason, because it's Friday the 13th. So Jones comes back onto the floor for Eunice. Eunice trails by 3, and here we go to start the fourth quarter. Tahachi with the ball. Wooten with it up on the right side. Jones swipes it away, but it ends up back in the hands of Thule. Jones getting kind of feisty down there. Going to be lucky if she don't get called for a foul, and she comes away with the steal. That's their 7th steal of the ball game. She floats through the middle, throws
She's waiting
it
for
up,
contact
it won't
on
go.
that.
Yes.
Now he's going to call it.
And now we're going to call Jones for the foul there at the end.
That's our first one of the night, so we're good. Right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, looks like one.
She's got to pace herself. If she wants to be really aggressive, she needs to get a foul every 2 minutes
Yeah.
to make it through the game.
7:39 here in the ball game. Eunice trails by 3, 24-27. Here comes Tularosa's Wooten across the half court. She swings it over to 32. That 32 is Chavez. No, Apachito.
And Apachito's going
They
to shoot for a
swing
3.
it over, it won't go. It gets deflected around, ends up back in the hands of Bachetti, who swings it over to give her another chance. That one won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. And then we throw it away.
They picked the pocket.
I looked down, didn't even see what happened, but Apachito has it out there on the right side. They're looking inside. Cross-court skip pass to 10. That's Bachetti.
And this is what they're going to do. They're going to waste a lot of time on the outside since they have a small lead.
Jasmine in there battling. She
With the
comes
steal.
away with the steal. Jones with it now. Drops it over to McBee. McBee's shot gets blocked there. And so Jasmine with the steal. And then a shot on the other end. It's going to be Eunice Cardinal basketball on the baseline. Rodriguez to throw it in. Jones spins around. They give it right back to Rodriguez. She had a shot for a second. Then she steps back, takes it. It won't
in and
go.
out.
Jasmine with a really good rebound kicks it over to McBee. McBee back to Jones. Jones going to pull for the mid-range, and Rodriguez gets the rebound and then gets fouled.
And she came down with the ball. 32 just pushed her.
Yes.
What I'm liking right now, I'm liking that Eunice is fighting for the rebound now.
Yep.
And they're doing a beautiful job now outletting it and find the open person.
So Eunice to throw the ball in here. 6:33 remaining in the ball game. Eunice still trails by 3. They throw it into Chloe Jones in the midline area. She floats it over. It won't go. She's going to get her own rebound. Jones over to McBee. McBee's going to swing it cross court to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about it, drops it up to the top, gets it back to Rodriguez, over to Jones. Jones going to start the dribble drive, spins through, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about the shot, kicks it back over to Allen, whose shot won't go, and it ends up in the hands of Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to step back for 3. It won't go. Tularosa with the rebound, and here they come back the other way. We just can't buy a bucket here in our own gym. Jones with the block ends up in the hands of Jasmine Martinez.
Slow down, slow down.
They get it back to Jones. Jones
4-3.
for a long one, and she sinks the 3. Chloe Jones for 3 on the Jasmine Martinez assist.
Tie ball game.
27-27. Chloe Jones with 12 points on the ball game, leads all scorers.
5 minutes remain in the game. 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
They skip it back up to top on the Kawach. Kawach trying to dribble drive. She dribbles it out of bounds. Who touched it? We didn't touch it. She dribbled it out of bounds.
I think you seen the white bandage and thought it was.
They need to just trap her with that one arm to the side.
She dribbled it out of bounds. We didn't touch the ball. They're going to give it to Tularosa. Tularosa with the ball in the baseline to throw it in. Here they come. They're going to swing it up top. Ooh. Ball gets deflected around. Jones almost had a steal. She goes the other side. She has it. The ball's up. It's no good. Ooh. Rodriguez with the rebound, and then they're going to call a foul. I hope that's
on Tularosa, and it is going to be. She threw a 3-0 up.
All right. I was concerned a minute. 5:14 here.
I thought it was going to be on us because of the way they were positioned on the floor.
Yes. 5:14 in the ball game. We've got a tie ball game. It's a low scoring, 27-27. Eunice with the ball. They throw it into Jones. Jones swings it up to Martinez. Martinez on the dribble. Ooh. Kicks it back right to Tularosa. Jasmine Martinez with the turnover.
Keep your head up.
So here comes Tularosa the other way, and they throw it out of bounds.
Thank you. It is that time of the game where everybody has a bunch of turnovers. So.
Man, under 5 minutes to go. Tularosa in the full court pressure. Throw it into Jones. Jones going to dribble over to the right side, kicks it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the dribble, swings it up to Haller. Jones cuts through the middle. They give her the ball. She's going to pull back out. Spins around, still dribbling.
There you go.
Jones now going through the middle. She throws up a shot, and it's off the glass and in. Chloe Jones with 14 on the ball game. 4:40 to go here. Eunice leads by 2. Wooten with the ball up near the top of the key. Swings it over to the left side. Jones almost had a steal. Kawach with a shot, and it goes in. That's 5 points for Kawach.
29-29. 4 minutes, 25 seconds left. Fourth quarter.
Rodriguez with the ball, brings it across the timeline, throws it cross court to McBee. McBee swings it back up to Jones. Almost a turnover. We've still got it. Back to Rodriguez, and now we'll reset. Jones with the ball out here on the wing. It's a 29-29 ball game as here we go into the offense, running the old school motion, screen down, screen away. Haller has it stolen away. Then the ball gets kicked out of bounds, and it goes this way. I think they listen to that coach over there too much.
I agree. I concur, Your Honor.
That's 13 turnovers for this Eunice Cardinal team. You can't have that many turnovers.
And expect to win.
Under 4 minutes to go. The Eunice crowd kicking in with some defensive chants. Tularosa with the ball up near the top of the key. That's Wooten. Maureen trying to pressure. Jones steps into Stevens. Then there's some contact inside the paint. They're going to call a foul on Haller. Stevens slow getting to her feet.
If you noticed earlier, she was sitting on the bench with the ice on that left knee.
Stevens was?
Yes, sir. So.
All right, so Stevens will go to the free throw line. She's got
3 fouls.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8 points. She's got 8 points for the ball game. So Stevens heads over to the free throw line, takes the first one. It's off the back of the rim, no good.
The score remains 29-29. I believe we just need attack. Once we get that ball, turn and burn, baby, turn and burn.
Yep. Pace, pace, pace. Talked about it in a pregame. One of the keys to the game, pace.
That and turnovers, correct?
Yes, sir. That's another one. So Stevens back to the free throw line. Her next free throw is up. It won't go. There's a battle down low. Rodriguez gets thrown to the ground. No call on anything other than they just say the ball went out of bounds.
It reminds me of wrestling, man. A little DDT, they went back over her back and threw her down.
So Rodriguez to throw it in, throws it into Jones. Jones going to turn and burn, flips it over to McBee. McBee on the attack. Now she's going to pull it out. She flips it over to Jones. Jones gets knocked around. There's a battle for the ball. The ball's on the floor.
Oh, she pushed her on the back, and she got up.
We got no call down low again. Call something. Man. 3:32 remaining here in this ball game. It's 29-29. Eunice to throw it in. Jones trying to post up. She does. Ends up with the ball in her hand, swings it out to Maureen. It goes off of Maureen's hands and out of bounds, and that's a turnover on Jones. That's 14 turnovers in the ball game. 3:28 remaining here. It's a tie, 29-29.
It's been tied for a couple of minutes already.
Jasmine Martinez comes in. Aubrey Haller heads over to the bench for a breather. Tularosa throws it in. Wooten brings it across the timeline. Maureen out there pressuring the ball. They're going to call a timeout before she took off. She traveled, I thought, when she took off with
I
it.
think that's why he was blowing the whistle, but he called a timeout instead, huh?
So 3:21. Let's shout out to some sponsors. Sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Redbird Gas, Eunice Police Department, Parker Energy Services, BTH Services, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, and the Eunice Health Clinic. We appreciate all that you do. So the Eunice crowd's starting to get into it a little bit. It's been pretty much silent the whole game.
Real mellow.
And suddenly we've got some Eunice Cardinal defensive chants, that sort of thing going on. So
Fans have been playing like the girls not, just kind of
sleeping, going through the motions. Yeah, I agree.
And it got us here. How do we get here, Mr. Jones? By pace.
Yes.
By pace. Stealing the ball, pushing the ball.
Yes.
And we got 3 minutes. We got nothing to lose.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, might as well go.
Yes.
Might as well
Might
go.
as well go.
It's obvious that they're longer than we are.
But we're way faster, boss.
Faster.
Way
yes.
faster.
And so I think we got to get the pace going, quit walking the ball up the floor. Tularosa to throw it in right in front of their own bench. They swing it in right at the midcourt line. Maureen guarding the ball, swings it back up top. Stevens going to attack. The ball gets knocked away. Ball ends up on the floor.
And no foul was called. That young lady was DDT there in the middle of the court.
So we called no foul, and they're gonna say Tularosa's ball. She threw it straight out of bounds.
And nobody touched the
If
ball.
you don't call a foul, that should be Eunice's ball.
Yeah, it's a
it
makeup
should
call.
have been a foul on Eunice. There's no doubt.
But it's a makeup call for not calling the foul.
Man,
She can't move. Even though,
she gets pushed down. So Rodriguez gets it over to Jones. Jones going to attack, kicks it over to Marine. Marine for two. Her two won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Still battling down low.
Oh, she walked.
Ball gets kicked around. They swing it over to the other side. This is a WWE WrestleFest.
it's a main event, man.
2:45 to go in the ball game. Tularosa with the ball. Their coach trying to get them to settle down and reset. Stevens with the ball, throws up a shot, it won't go. There's a battle for the rebound, and it's a jump ball. The arrow is Tularosa.
Woo-wee.
I may have to have a week off
I
after this game.
was right here, boss. I'm on standby. You just look
You're
at
on
me.
the mute button.
Yes,
huh?
sir. I'm on standby.
2:35 here remaining in the game. It's 29-29 in an extremely low
Oh, man, we got 6 on the
scoring.
court. We got 6 on the court. We have 6 on the court.
So I guess a sub came in, didn't know who the sub was going in for. Eunice to throw the ball in. Have you noticed our scores table's crooked?
Yes.
So they're going to call the foul.
That was awkward, wasn't it, Charlie?
Did they tell me they didn't call that on?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow. I'm going to lose it here in a minute. All right. Tularosa to throw it in on the baseline. They swing it up top. Get it into Wooten. Wooten looking down inside. Back up to Kowach. Kowach dribbling around. Throws it out to Stevens on the right side. She's going to attack on the dribble, and then they're going to call the block. 2:24 remaining in the ball game.
This is when we got to be careful. Oh, no, they're in the bonus already, huh?
Yep.
They're 1-1.
1-1.
And Stevens is fairly good at shooting her free throws. I believe she went 1-1 for so far, I think.
Yeah, she's made a couple at the free throw line here this game. She's missed a couple as well, so she's 2 for 4, and she makes that one.
You see that beautiful job of blocking out to the shooter? Pay attention to
Yeah, you can't do that. And I've tried to tell Chloe that, to tell her teammates that. You can't
Go out
come
that.
undercut the free throw shooter and bump back into her. You can't do it, but we do it all the time. So they're up by 1. Here comes the next one, and she makes that one. So we get it into Jones. Jones on the attack.
All the way.
Dribbles through the right side. She's going to
Nice
do a
move.
step through. Her shot won't go. There's a battle for the rebound. Kenna McBee with the rebound. Her shot won't go. Another rebound, and that's going to be Sam Allen. So Kenna McBee with, that looks like her 6th rebound of the game. Sam Allen gets a 3rd rebound, and that'll send Sam Allen to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
And Kendall McBee's being really aggressive on that board, keeping us in the game right now.
She's got 6 rebounds here in the game, done a really good job rebounding. That first free throw by Allen won't go. Eunice trails by 2. We got 2:11 remaining here in the ball game. Sam Allen to go for the next one. Her next one won't go either. A long rebound by Stevens. She's over in the corner, loses the ball, ends up back in the hands of Wooten, who's going to bring it across the timeline. Eunice had the ball. It ends up back in the hands of Kowachin. That's a travel. Stevens with the ball at the top of the key, back to Kowachin. They're just going to run the clock.
Yes, they're going to run the clock. That's how they're going to do it
So we're
here.
going to have to match up and go get people. They swing it over onto the right side. That's 13 who we don't have in our book. They get it into the hands of Stevens. She's going to take a long shot. It won't go. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Get it over there. Jasmine Martinez with the rebound. Here comes Chloe. Down 2. Gets it to Rodriguez. 1:30 on the clock.
We get a timeout by the Eunice Cardinals there. He'd been hollering for a while for that timeout.
Coach is in the referee's face hollering at him. He's like, I've been calling for 10 seconds asking for a timeout.
She got the rebound. He's been screaming for a timeout. So
Yep.
give a shout out to our sponsors, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Devon Energy, Cardinal Hardware and Lumber, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTA Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service. Thank you for sponsoring this event tonight. Here in Eunice, New Mexico, the first game of the Lady Cardinals here at home, and they're trailing 29-31 in the fourth quarter. It's been a battle, you can say literally physically.
It has basically looked like a wrestling match. Most of the, it's wrestling season. I've been noticing a lot of these bigger schools got wrestling season going. We're having wresling season right here.
Wrestling
in this
/ basketball.
That's right. This is wrestle ball.
Like a copyrights on that word.
Yep. Basket essel.
Basket.
Anyway, we're definitely bumping and grinding out there, and we don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
I bet nobody, I guess, sees it, especially the ones in black and white.
I don't know what they. I think they need my glasses.
29-31. Eunice trails by 2. They're coming out of this timeout
with hopefully a set play that we can get a particular person on the court open.
Yeah.
Give her a good, clean look and a good, clean.
Rodriguez is due. I would guess probably in all the games she's played right now, we're probably looking at the lowest scoring game that output-wise that she's had. So we're going to throw it into Jones. Jones back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez thought about pulling from
right there.
Oh, and then we try to kick it out to her. Got to get the steal. Get up there and get on her. Get her right now and trap her in the corner before she gets a chance to kick it over, and now they're going to run their offense and run some clock.
Pick somebody. We're playing man-to-man, right?
We should be, but I don't know that we are.
Yeah, there we go. Now we
get
are.
It over into the corner. Got to look to pressure.
Be aggressive, be
She's
aggressive,
be aggressive. With hers. They swing it up top to Stevens.
We got a minute left in the game.
To spin around. She tries to. Ball ends up on the ground, and they're going to call a foul. So it's a 2-point game, and the foul it'll be a 1-and-1, so they'll send 14, which is Stevens. She's made 4 free throws in this game. She's missed a couple as well.
Be a good time to miss a couple more.
I agree with you.
She made her last 2 as she stepped up there.
This is when the crowd should be making a lot of noise.
Yeah, our crowd's a little quiet. Looks like Jada Jones is the loudest person in the bleachers.
And it works.
Oh, and we don't block out, and Tularosa gets in and gets the rebound. Luckily for Eunice, we tie it up, and possession error is going to go our way. Tularosa's going to get their defense all the way back. So we're trailing by 2, 50 seconds to go. Jones to bring it across the timeline. Looking over to the right side. We don't need the dang screen. I'm constantly telling them to quit running that screen up there. Rodriguez with the ball. Crosses over, looking to attack. Ball gets knocked away. Jones has it. Over to McBee. McBee back to Jones. Jones going to dribble drive through the middle, kicks it over to Maureen, and then it gets thrown away, but it's going to get deflected out of bounds. Frazier over there hollering some instruction. 28 seconds to go. Eunice trails by 2. We got to come up with a set play or something. Got to go to it.
Yes. That's a long throw,
Maureen with the ball. Back over to Jones. Got to move. Got
to move with that ball. Jones has the ball in front of the key. She goes around to the left-hand side, hands it off to Rodriguez comes up and shoots a three, and in and out, misses, but it's rebounded by Martinez, but hands up the ball in Marine's hands, and I cannot see because everybody's blocking me there. But it appears to be the ball went out on Eunice, so Tula Rosa is going to have the ball with 8.5 seconds left, 31-29 here in the fourth quarter.
We dribbled around for 20 seconds watching the clock tick, and we've got to push the pace. Frazier now screaming at him to get up and
He's asking for a
pressure.
timeout. He's asking for a timeout, and they are ignoring him 100%, and they're still ignoring him. They're still. And finally, he had to run 3/4 way on the court to get the timeout. So everybody in the gym was screaming, timeout, look at the coach, timeout, timeout. But it was not seen or heard until the last second.
They knew. Trust me.
So this timeout is brought to you by the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, Outlaw Grill, Eunice Police Department, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Devon Energy, Corner Hardware and Lumber, Parker Energy Service, BTH Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, and your Eunice Health Clinic. Woo! Yeah, I'm right here, Coach. I got you right here, Coach.
Is that why the other night when I was listening, they kept muting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She was the only one on here.
I was smart enough to mute
The
myself
air
at the
time went
last
blank
game.
for a couple of seconds and
I
Jimmy
don't-
back.
I knew what was going on. I knew what was going on.
I even had a few people ask me, but it's like, you know.
Yeah.
whew.
I mean,
Yeah, so I would mute myself the other day just because I, yeah.
That gets frustrating.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Well, the officiating hasn't changed here in Eunice. I can see on the basketball.
29-31, Eunice trails by 2, 8 seconds to go here in the ball game. Eunice coming out of the timeout. Tula Rosa to have the ball 3/4 court. They're going to throw it in right here in front of the student section for Eunice, who's
which
now
we
up.
cannot see anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, who's now standing up, and it's hard to see. They're going to look to the backside, try to get it in. They swing it up
But
to the
they're there.
top.
Oh.
They get it there. That's a travel.
And no foul has been called. And those young ladies have been getting hit all over by Eunice Cardinals. And the foul was never called. And Coach Frazier's out there talking to the
Yeah,
ref.
he is all the way out in the center court screaming at the officials.
And our young ladies were fouling the opposing team, and a foul was never called.
No.
Wow.
And that would have made a big difference in the game.
They must have dinner waiting somewhere.
I have no
We're ready to
idea,
get out
man.
of here.
Let's shout out to some sponsors.
Okay, shout out to our
Lord,
sponsors. We're going to start off with Eunice Hardware and Lumber, Devon Energy, Redbird Gas, City of Eunice, Eunice Wrecker and Rentals, Eunice Police Department, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTA Service and Rentals, and Parker Energy Service. We're our proud sponsors of tonight's game and every game we do on the air. Thank you very much.
For the game, Chloe Jones with 14, Alina Rodriguez with 6, Kenna McBee with 1, Alondra Marine with 6, Jasmine Martinez with 2. Down on the Tahatchee side, you've got Stevens with 10.
Tula Rosa.
Yeah, I keep saying Tahatchee.
One of them T names.
Tula Rosa, 10. Kowach with 5. Apachito with 5. Evans with 3. Wooten with 3. And Bichetti with 3. And number 13 with 2. So just like that, that's the end of the ball game. Eunice trails. They fell by 2 points here in the ball game. We've already shouted out to the sponsors. We want to appreciate or thank everyone for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal basketball here in Eunice. We'll be back on the air next week as we have 3 games next week, I believe. So we'll get those all announced and when and get everybody notified. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. For Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm Jimmy Jones. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.